How many kinds of sweet flowers grow in an English country garden? I'll tell you now of some that I know, and those I miss you'll surely pardon. Daffodil, heartsease and phlox, meadowsweet and lady smocks, gentian, lupin and tall hollyhocks, roses, foxgloves, snowdrops, forget-me-nots in an English country garden.
In an English country garden.
How many insects come here and go through our English country garden? I'll tell you now of some that I know, and those I miss you'll surely pardon. Fireflies, moss and bees, spiders climbing in the trees, butterflies that sway on the cool, gentle breeze. There are snakes, ants that sting, and creeping things in an English country garden.
In an English country garden.
How many songbirds fly to and fro through our English country garden? I'll tell you now of some that I know, and those I miss you'll surely pardon. Bobolink, cuckoo and quail, tanager and cardinal, bluebird, lark, thrush and nightingale. There is joy in the spring when the birds begin to sing in an English country garden.
In an English country garden.
Robin,
Robin, Robin,
don't forget the robin.
don't forget the robin, Robin.
Robin,
Robin, Robin,
don't forget the robin.
Gosh, doesn't time pass quickly? Here we are now in July, so technically we're halfway through the year. Sorry to depress you, but July, wonderful month, and yes, hopefully wonderful month for our weather. So as you can see over here, I'm going to be talking about July. Now, July took its name from the Roman Julius Caesar, and that is how, in the British language, we came to know the name July. And apparently he was born in that month, so I guess Julius. And another fascinating fact was, in ancient Rome, early July was called the dog days of summer. I thought that was quite a strange expression, wasn't it? The dog days of summer. But the reason they're called the dog days of summer is because in this particular month you expect thunderstorms, or it was expected it was thunderstorms. And there was also extra heat and drought. So the dog days refer to when it's the hottest days of the summer begin. Not too quite sure what the connection is with the dog, but I'm sure some of you will look that up and will let me know in due course. Getting back to the good days, well, good times and the warm days, let's keep our fingers crossed. But in past years, July has broken the heat records in the UK. So we're early July, so let's keep our fingers crossed. July is also known as the hay month because this is when hay is made, because we've got the warm weather to dry the grass. So got me thinking, I wonder what are things that perhaps you yourselves associate July with. there's one thing that really springs to my mind, and it goes back to my school days, because the end of June, beginning of July, at school we played tennis, and it always coincides with Wimbledon, doesn't it? But tennis was played on a Wednesday morning during the summer months, during our summer term. And I remember always on a Tuesday evening I would pray to God that, please God, don't let it rain tomorrow, so we could have our morning of tennis. And it's so strange how things stick in your mind, that even now, if on a day in July in that morning, doesn't matter really sort of what day it is of the week, but if you wake up and it's sort of that one of those sort of drizzly days, I always think, oh, no tennis today. So yes, those feelings are still there. But it got me thinking, warmer weather, it does pick up our moods, doesn't it? When the sun shines, when each day you've got brighter weather, and it certainly helps with us. And yes, we can relax more. You can take your coffee out into the garden, or you don't have to put a heavy coat on. You can sort of lighten up the mood. And of course you've got the longer daylight. And I've just come back from Norway, and certainly it never seemed to get dark. And certainly with being in the northern hemisphere, I think summer we have our longer nights, and we can fill them up with fun things that summer brings along. And that reminded me of one of our saints, our northern saints, St. Cuthbert. And when I was reading up about him too, when we had our service for St. Cuthbert, that it was amazing how he was so attuned to the surroundings and to nature. And there's that wonderful story of him when he was invited to the priory at St. Arb's Head, and he was fond of, in the evening, he used to go down to the sea, to the cove, and wade out into the sea, chest deep, and spent hours praying to God. I'm not saying that we should all do that, but there's this wonderful description of him standing there. And then, of course, when he came out of the water, the sea otters gathered round his feet, and their warm breath would dry his feet. It's very romantic. But it's something that sort of sticks to your mind. Quite amazing. So, sea otters on no sea otters. In the summer months, I think, yes, we tend to relax more. And of course, perhaps it's a month to slow down. And of course, we think about our holidays. And of course, many of us will have already been on holiday, and some of us are on holiday at the moment. And I know our children are getting very excited because the summer holidays are due to start. So July, yes, it's the thought of summer holidays. And then of course I can hear gardeners amongst you all saying, oh no, it's not. This is a busy time for us. There's always something to do. But you know, July is that month when we all need a change. We need a break from our usual routine. But we also need the warmth of the summer for our crops, for our fruit trees and vegetables. And if you read Jesus' teaching, he selected this, and the one thing that springs to mind is the fig tree, when he acknowledged that this summer warmth of the summer was there to encourage the growth of the fig tree. So yes, July is definitely a month to enjoy God's creation, to take note, to take time to see what's going on around you. And yes, I love this time of year because I don't have a garden myself, I have lots of pots, but I must admit, I love walking around and admiring people's gardens. So thank you. Thank you for all that hard work. But of course, yes, back to tennis. It's Wimbledon. And of course we won't forget the strawberries, will we? And summer holidays. So enjoy July. Enjoy this month. Enjoy everything that it comes. God bless. Thank you, Lord, for the month of July, for the clear blue sky and our sunny days. We thank you for the fresh green grass and leafy trees, for the smell of honeysuckle and sweet-smelling roses, but also the smell of the earth after the summer rain, for all the lovely gardens, but also the hedgerows filled with dog roses and elderflower, for our singing birds and the sound of children's laughter, for bare feet and balmy days, for our long days and short nights. We thank you, Lord, for the beauty of your seasons. Amen.